until your mind be formless, shapeless like water. What's going on? Welcome to the Mudjug1 channel. Hope everybody had a happy new year and it was safe and sound and you got all your New Year's resolutions in place. Maybe you're quitting dipping, maybe you're not. Anyway, so before we get started, we are going to do a comparison between Canadian and American Southern blend. Yes, we got a lot to talk about. But back to the previous video, a lot of people, I was just trying to put information out for New Year's resolutions, etc. People who wanted to quit. I'm trying to help people. Wake up. If you don't want help quitting dipping, then don't watch the video. But if you don't watch the video, don't comment that I'm quitting. I mean, Jesus. As far as the comments on, oh, if he quits dipping, what's he going to do with Mudjug? What will happen? Look, if you're an Ironman or a triathlete, and you start a business selling bicycles and swimming hats, and you quit doing triathlons, does that mean that your business goes away too? No, it doesn't. Even if I did quit dipping, which I'm not, just so you're clear, that doesn't mean I couldn't sell mud jugs. Is there a law that says you can't sell spittoons unless you dip? I don't think there's a law. I haven't seen one. Have you seen one? Chris Dips one?
Hell no.
Jeez, people, wake up. Like, it's almost scary to me, you know, that people are really that narrow-minded and blind. People need to free your minds and open up. Nonetheless, that's enough of my rant. Oh yeah, some people commented, oh man, you're looking thin. Yeah, I was in the fucking Bali jungle for 2 weeks eating nothing but bamboo shoots and rice and not working out. I did lose about 15 pounds, okay? Everybody's, what's wrong with him? Oh, Jesus. So we're going to compare cans first. Now, obviously, the American can is a lot more attractive than the Canadian can. Canada has a lot more text on it because since Canada is a dual language country, French and English, everything that they make has to have French and English on it. Even though a majority of the people in Canada speak English, and maybe only, I don't know, what, 20% speak French, if that. I don't know. One of you Canadians can tell me if I'm wrong. The labels are somewhat different for obvious reasons. I'm going to give you guys a quick look here. They have the French, and they have the English, and then they have a tobacco duty stamp on here. And the reason I'm pointing that out is that I believe that when U.S. Smokeless makes Copenhagen or Skoal for Canada, they have a different process. I believe the ingredients are different, number one, because it tastes different, and we're gonna compare. I haven't really compared Canadian versus American for a while because I would never dip this shit. Not only is it way too expensive, but usually it tastes a lot different. So, we'll crack this American. I've had enough American Southern blend to know what it tastes like, and instantly I will know what this tastes like. I've never tried Canadian Southern blend. Believe it or not, Southern blend is not even available in California yet, but they're selling in Canada. I mean, what the fuck is going on? I don't get it. I do want to thank a gentleman by the name of Braden who came down here with his buddy. They came down from Canada. They dropped this off. They gave this to Chris Dips 1 and myself, so that's why we're doing this stuff. That's why we're going to load our lips. All right. It does smell a lot weaker than American, first of all. A little bit, not bad. We're going to check the pinchability. American seems a little lighter, a little more puffy. Maybe like the American women's asses? I don't know. So we're gonna load this up here. This actually is pretty moist. Usually, I've found that Canadian, Copenhagen, Skol, whatever, is usually a lot more dry than American. We're gonna let that shit soak a little. I already noticed the difference, but I want it to get a little soaked up so I can give you my fair and honest opinion. We do need a mud jugger spit in the brand new Sarah Coat Sniper Gray Splatter Mud Jug. Yes, this thing is sick. We have a tan spatter. Now we have the Sniper Gray. Comes with a regular funnel and a splatter funnel. You can use a coupon code SNIPER for 15% off. Yeah, just definitely with this Canadian shit, just definitely not getting the juice out of it. Not getting the flavor. I mean, the Southern Blend flavor is there, but I'm not getting the sweet, juicy nectar of the American version. And we'll let it soak a little longer. We'll let it soak. Maybe it'll come out. Maybe it'll come out like Outlaw. So yeah, let's talk about price. Obviously, it depends on where you are in Canada, what province you purchase this in. There's applicable taxes that vary across the board when you purchase tobacco in Canada. The average price right now, if you take everything, at least from what I know, is about 25 bucks a can for Copenhagen. You know, versus, I mean, where you can go? You go to Tennessee, you buy this can for what? $3?
$4.
$4.
Yeah.
I mean, even in California, for a can of Copenhagen Wintergreen, it's what, $3.50?
Yep.
So, you know, I mean, do the math. If I lived in Canada, I'd jump off a bridge, number one, just because of the dip prices and the alcohol prices. When you purchase dip in, well, at least in Alberta, where I've been, they now have the cans and everything's locked up. You know, you can't even see what they have. It's all locked and under lock and key behind the cash where the cashier is. So it's like it's like they're selling Vicodin or some shit. You know, it's like you're at a fucking pharmacy or something to get this stuff. Canada, in certain provinces, I don't know which one's doing what. Who knows? Really, I don't really care. But just for people's own personal useless information, certain provinces are banning different flavors. I don't even know does this not constitute as a flavor dip, Chris Dips one?
I think it is a flavor dip. Yeah.
So I don't know, is this even available anymore? I don't even know. But as far as the volume, these are basically the same. Volume, 34 grams. Now, when you travel to Canada or back from Canada, well, nobody's gonna bring Canadian dip to the States. That's just fucking stupid. But if you travel to Canada, you're allowed 200 grams of dip. So what does that equate to? Well, if you got 34 times 6 is 204, I believe. I wrote that shit down. 204 grams. So you're actually going to be overboard with 6 cans by 4 grams. And I don't know what the Canadian government and Border Patrol and Immigration and Customs was going to do. They might fucking do the old body cavity on your ass for that extra can of 4 grams of dip. So basically, you buy a sleeve, a roll, whatever the fuck you guys want to call it. They don't even make logs anymore, which are 10 cans, you know, 5 and you're good. Just if anybody wants to know if you're flying up to Canada to go freeze your fucking balls off, that's what you bring. You bring 5 cans. Well, if you're like me, you bring 10 and you kind of shuffle them around and here and there and around and you know, you get through. But nonetheless, so I have had this in for a while. Yeah, it's typical Canada. Just not quite up to par with America. Just trying, but can't quite get there. No, just kidding. But as far as the dip, yeah, it's always drier. It's always less flavor. I've had Copenhagen long cut in Canada, and it just is fucking terrible. I think the cans in Canada, I believe, if I can remember correctly, somebody will correct me in the comments, but I believe Copenhagen Long Cut is in plastic cans, which in America, they are in fiberboard cans. So the flavor is vastly affected by the fiberboard versus the plastic Canadian dried out old. I don't know, what do they do? I mean, do they make the fucking, is it like making T-bone steaks and you know, pork loin chops for America in the butcher shop with this dip, and then whatever's left over on the floor, chicken lips and assholes, they you know, at the end of the day in the tobacco facility, just like, this is like the fucking hot dog dip. Canadian hot dog dip, baby. Chicken lips and assholes, whatever's left over, just throw it in Canada. They'll dip it. Fuck it, charge them 25 bucks a piece, too. So, that's it in a nutshell. American dip is just hands down way better. The price, number one. That takes care of it all because there's such a discrepancy. But number two, the flavor is, you know, much better. And most Canadians will agree. I got to get into the smuggling business. If I could smuggle in a truckload of fucking dip into Canada and redistribute it and sell it for half of what Canada charges for cans, I'd make a fucking mint. Oh, grab yourself a Sniper Gray mud jug. Sniper Gray splatter mud jug. There's a lot of mud jugs that are retired because we had a blowout sale. There's still a few left, like the Rebel Shoddy mud jug is 20 bucks. You get a freebie. Get it while you can, because they ain't gonna last. And make sure and go over to Chris Tips One channel. He's giving away some more Titty Rex mud jugs. You got to be subscribed. The link will be down below. Win a free Titty Rex mud jug, which is not available on our website. I guess that's about it for me. I'll leave you with this. Always be a man and reach for that American can. And dip till your gums hurt, but don't dip this worm dirt. I'm gone. It's a few weeks expired, so I'm sure it'll even taste like more ass than normal. Why you dipping Skull Citrus Mud Jug One? Well, I am discussing today the topic of quitting dipping. So, let's load our lips.